So I don't know what happened, but it kicked me off. So we are back. Okay, I'm going to do one more thing in here, and I do want to use some bright colors because I want to compare to what I did last week. So I am going to get started. I'm so happy to have my white back. And if it looks a little bit grainy in the tank, it's because I just mixed it last night, and I mixed it from a heavy body paint. Great, thank you, Pat. I'm happy you came back. Let's see, I'll put in a little bit of purple. I don't know what happened, but it just booted me right off. We'll use some of this light teal. Teal is very pushy, as we know. And then we're going to use pink, my favorite pink. Thanks for coming back, Tracy and Shelly. Let's throw in just a touch of this yellow again. I think that'll be pretty in here. I want to push that pink so it's nice and vibrant. There we go. Okay, we're going to see what this looks like. And I have two different fabrics. I have some of the ones that I used last week that turned out very, very soft. And I prepped the fabric. I used the stuff that's supposed to strip any finish they might have on the fabric, because I didn't do that last time. And so I'm going to see if that helped. And then I have another scrap of fabric. It's also a white stretch fabric. I don't know what the fiber content is. I don't even know where the fabric came from. But it was sitting on my counter, so I must have had it at some point. So this is the one that was sitting on my counter. And we're going to try this one. Maybe. Let's see if I can get it. This stuff has just zero body to it. And my hands are so tiny. I don't know what I would do with this tiny little piece, but we're going to see how this one turns out. I get the rinse bucket over here. So that's very vibrant. It looks very pretty, so let's put it in the rinse bucket. So if this works, what I'm going to have to do is take that little piece with me and see, you know, the ones that feel similar. All right, now I need to pull it out of the bottom. And I'll see how it looks once I hang it up. And then I can't wait to try this other one I'm going to have to do in the other tank, but it's the same fabric that I used before. So we'll see if there is a difference. All right, let me clean this one up, and then I'm going to have to transfer this liquid to that bin. had to use this bin for the hat, otherwise I just would have used the other one. I even washed my apron this week. What a bold move. I don't think I've washed this apron since I put it on for the very first time. A friend of mine sublimated it for me. And I've been wearing it for several years and it finally was looking pretty gross. All right, I'm gonna move my iPad so it does not end up in the tank. And now we're gonna see if I can do this or if I need to get my husband to help. Whew, that's heavy. If you heard that, that's the very, very, very liquidy sound of the water. It should not be that liquid. This is old water. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera now, so if it makes you seasick, look away for a minute. Probably enough. Hi, Tammy. I'm glad you're here. Okay, now the water has gone from the hat bin. I just emptied water into it. I had this small hat bin. I had to do a hat tonight, and I did a sample of some stretch fabric. So now we're going to kind of bar this off and do the stretch fabric again in this side. And I think I'm going to put another piece of wood under this end. I'm going to scooch this light over a little bit. And I'll move this one over a little because I'm not going to use the far end. It's not very deep. There's plenty of water in here if I wanted to do a scarf or something, but I want most of it down at that end. So let me get a piece of newsprint. Put up our blockade. Keep the paint. All right, here we go. We want to keep it all down here. All right. I love doing hats too. I only did one tonight. It was a custom order. And I did I did the coasters again, Tammy. Sorry. I was thinking about Ramona. But I did the coasters again, and all but one worked. So I have 3 done. I'm going to need to rinse it a little bit, but then I'll have fun things to show you. Tomorrow night. Gosh, this morning on my way to work, I live rural, so I have a ways to go. and I'm going down the highway, and we have a big Simplot facility near us, and there's always semis going in and out of their parking lot all the time. And you know, it's very, thank you, Tammy. It's very frustrating because they act like they own the road. And I'm coming down the road, and where the trucks turn in, there's a special gate for them. Well, this semi, you know they're professional drivers, so you know they know what they're doing. Right. He missed the road to drive in on. This is water that has a little bit of seaweed in it. And he missed the road. And the cab was down in the ditch. The trailer was sideways, blocking the entire road. I was not a happy camper at all. Welcome, Karen. Okay, so let's use that same color combination that I just used on that small piece for this bigger one. So the next ones I'm going to marble are the same fabric that I marbled last week and made the headbands out of. And we'll do the kitchen towels at the end. I have no idea if they're going to take or not. All right. So this is acrylic paint. I'm floating on the surface. I love this color. Oh, look, we have one of those nasty bubbles. There's Ramona. I called Tammy Ramona earlier because I was thinking about you. Yeah, kitchen towels. We'll see how they turn out. Some cottons don't behave very nicely. I think I need a little bit of let's make you spread in this. Yes, that's a light teal. And then my color, the bright pink. And again, I'm just testing. There's a product I can soak the fabric in, and it's supposed to remove any coating that they may have applied at the factory. And so I did that, and we will see if it works. And I am just putting some white in here. I might add just a touch more teal too. To push that pink. I want the pinks vibrant. And I get kind of hung up on working that small tank and forgetting that in these larger tanks, I need a lot more paint. Oh no, Ramona, I am so sorry. I was just asking if anyone was getting terrible weather. I just hope nobody gets those tornadoes. Oh, I just truly do not like the fact that now I know people in the area where there's tornadoes and hurricanes, and the majority of my life I did not. And so now I see it in in the states that they're in, and I get so nervous. Okay, we're gonna say this is good. Well, I lied. Let's put in a little bit more pink. Oh, I'm sorry, Tammy. All right. Let's put a little white in these big areas. Hi, Roxy. Lexi, how are you? I am almost done with your project. Oh, good. Okay. Let's see. Ugh. Oh, that's just heartbreaking. I just don't even know what I would do. I would be so frightened that I just couldn't even. Okay, I just couldn't even bear it. We're gonna comb this just because that's my favorite thing to do. And this is just a test piece. I actually do not know what I would do with these pieces. I was worked on it at lunch today, and I was telling my husband I could not believe how fast the lunch hour went. I sat down, I go to my truck, or else I don't get lunch because I get interrupted. So I got out to the truck, got everything ready, and I just started working, and the first time I checked the time, it felt like it was about 15 minutes, and it was already 20 to 2. I take lunch from 1 to 2. And then it seemed like 2 more minutes, and it was 1:50, and I had to start putting things away. But it's just about done. All right, there's that part of it. Whoops. Oh, you and me both. I am so ready. I started doing my job in 1980, and I am just done. All right, just getting the comb. Oh my gosh, Ramona. And my daughter, my youngest, just finished her second year of vet school. And that makes me so happy. And she was saying, I don't know where I want to live. Because they want to go somewhere that's a little bit more populated than the Palouse is. And, well, yeah, I have a ways to go. I probably have, depending on where I stop, I probably have 3 to 7 years, depending. And I was not smart when I was young. I did not prepare, so it's partly my fault. And I get really stressed. I like having plenty of a buffer in the bank account. So, but that's what I keep telling my girls. Prepare now for retirement, so you're not like your mom, working long after you'd like to be. Okay, so this is the same fabric that I used before. Oops. Okay, there's one. Dry my hand because I got my finger in it. And we will see how these come out and compare. All right. Scoot the bucket over here. Okay. So that looks really good. See if I can get it to where you can see it. It is nice and bright, so we'll see how that holds. Let me get a Ziploc bag. Oh, my nose is itching. I was telling you that the the professional driver was having issues this morning. And on the way home, I always stop on Monday night and get my lotto tickets. And on the way home, right at the intersection where I turn to go to the gas station to get my lotto tickets, there was a big accident there. People can't drive. I think people are not paying attention. And so I was looking at that and working my way through, and then I was like 2 miles down the road and went, oh, I forgot to stop. So there's the other one. Nice and bright again. We will see how they dry. So I'll get some tomorrow. I know that one of them draws tonight. I don't even know. I am just the worst. I just know Monday night's my ticket, or my night to get tickets. All right, there's that. So now let's clean this up and we'll do the kitchen towels. Thank you. Yeah, I agree that they would be pretty on a hat or a shirt. I know. I was telling my husband I want to do some more shirts. You know, the two I've done are men's small, and that's all I have. And I'm just so concerned with, you know, the economy right now. I hate to buy a whole bunch of stuff and then end up sitting on it. And but I want to buy some more shirts in various sizes. Because I just got the small just to test. And now that I know I can do that, oh, I guess I didn't have to tear that. Now I know that I can do the shirts, and it turns out that I want to do more. I'm having a blast doing the new style of hat, though. I'm making one for Roxy with Oklahoma on it. And I have another Idaho one in progress. Since I'm like maybe a mile from the Oregon border, I probably should do some Oregon. Even though that's not one of my favorite states, except for the fact that 2 of my daughters live there. But anyway, my youngest was saying, you know, she's got to figure out where she wants to go for work once she's out of school. And I said, well, number one, it's going to depend on where you get the best offer. And number 2, I think she should come to Boise so she's close to her mom. But she was thinking maybe northeast Texas. And I'm like, do you know they have big snakes there and alligators just like Louisiana? And she was like, oh. She goes, well, maybe not then. Because we don't do reptiles. She wants to go, you know, she's going to, I don't know, there's something, you know, the specialty in exotics. And she wants to care for chickens, which is considered a bird. Well, it is a bird. But it's considered an exotic. And she goes, if I go into that, I'm so worried that I'll have somebody bring in a reptile and I'll have to deal with that. And I won't be able to. Which I completely understand. When I was a little girl, I would have nightmares that there was a bear in my closet and there were snakes on the floor. And I would wake up and my dad would come in and, no, there's no snakes. No, there's no bear. He'd open the closet. See, there's no bear. And he was just like, no snakes, no bears. They wouldn't let me, if there was a snake in a movie, I couldn't watch it because then I would have nightmares. Yes, I want her to be close to me too. We were talking about moving, but I do like my proximity to the airport. All right, so what color should we do for towels, kitchen towels? Toss me out some colors. I suppose I should do mine in case these don't work out. I have red in mine. Anybody have any ideas for colors? Yeah. Yeah, if she could come, she's going to come down here and try to shadow at a facility this summer. And just stay, you know, at least a week or so, depending on how long they let her. Oh, I know what I'll do. Let's use these colors. How about red, white, and blue? That's always a fabulous combination. And it could be a nightmare, because it could just run all the bits, but we're going to try it. I use a lot of just random things too, but oh, I was, when we were down there, I didn't know those darn things could jump. And we went on the tour, you know, because we had never seen swamp and like that and all that. And I was so terrified. I said, we have to go on something that is covered, because I didn't want a snake falling on my head. I was just like, oh my gosh. And they, you know, came up close and I was just freaking out. It really did give me the heebie-jeebies. So I'm putting the red in before I put the, oh, we have some teal. This is a little bit of the dried part that fell off the bottle. Yeah, red, white, and blue, and red, white, and black are two of my favorite combinations. Red, white, and blue, obviously, for the USA, and red, white, and black for my high school. Okay, now some blue. Oh yeah, I have to use the dripper for this, don't I? But yeah, that was frightening. And snakes, no thank you. I was traveling with some friends in Europe when I was young, and we walked into this museum, and I didn't know they had a reptile room, and I walked in there. I nearly fainted. It terrified me, and they helped me out, and I sat down at a chair at the other entrance, so I just waited for them to come out, because I'm just like, I cannot do that. No, thank you. Oh, that was so scary. You know, and I wasn't expecting it. I'm sure they had a sign up that said reptile exhibit or something, but I was too busy probably running my mouth to pay attention. Okay, let's put some more red in. And then I'll put in a little bit more white. We want to push that red. Yeah, I agree, Tammy. No alligators, no snakes, reptiles in general. I don't even like frogs or turtles, both of which we have here. Okay, so do I freestyle or do I comb? Any thoughts? Oops, I'll need those paints again. I've got two towels. I guess they don't have to be the same. Freestyle or comb? I have, hey Kara, how are you? Freestyle. I have a show this weekend. I had one 2 weeks ago Saturday, so I'm trying to do it every other weekend. Because it was so exhausting. All right, I'm going to freestyle since nobody else voted. Yeah, I was thankful that we have been going to the gym because I can't imagine how exhausted I would have been. My head's in the way. Had I not been working out. I was so tired, and we ended early, but we did have to rush to pick up because of the wind. We don't have any wind, to speak of forecast for Saturday. All right, I think that looks pretty good. So let me get my assistant. Okay, dear. But it's so much fun. It's a ton of work, but I truly enjoy it. So now we're going to see what happens. Huh. Message me her name or where she does it online. I would like to see how she does it. I don't know if it's a comment sold thing, which costs a lot of money to get set up. Do you want this side or that side? There's no cords on this side. Careful.
I see.
Booby trap. Kind of come this way if I can. Ooh, it's just gonna fit. So this is not taking the paint super fast, which could be good, could be bad. Just gonna let it, I'm gonna have one more later. I'm gonna fill it again. I like these though. Look at this little thing it has to hang it. So you can put it on a hook. Okay, it's almost completely saturated. There's a few spots down here. Two very saturated colors. All of my kitchen towels are so old, they're just nearly threadbare. I have some I think I bought right when I was out of high school, and that's been a minute. So I'm just pushing this down to get some of the paint on this hem. There's a lot of areas where it's not going to matter. All right. I think we're ready. Is that her page name? Or does she have a website? All right, let's see how we did. So let me get it in the water. Let it sit there a minute while I get a towel and a Ziploc. Okay. Perfect. Thanks, Shelly. And I think I want to do, since we're doing risky colors tonight, I think I want to do teal and black for the next one. I might as well go nuts, right? Actually, it took better than I anticipated. I didn't think it would take quite that nice. Oh, good, Ramona. I'm happy your power came back on. Ours goes out occasionally here, and it's usually from somebody running into a pole. Okay, now these tiles, these are the tiles I did earlier. I am going to just rinse it very, very gently now that they've sat there a while. Yeah, see this one, the teal really wanted to run on that. I don't know if that'll come off or I'll end up rinsing it. Can you see where it ran? Really not rinsing off at all. We'll see. I don't know if I like the way that ran. I don't know what it is about these tiles. Remember when I did the gold and red ones? And that they worked beautiful. And now this pair is just giving me fits. All right, newsprint. What I'm going to do when I run out of newspaper. What is a place that always carries newspapers? I'm thinking maybe a library or a hotel. If I go in and say, can you save your old newsprint for me? I wonder if that would work. Okay, need another piece of paper. Yeah, nobody prints them anymore. And this, I guess I could probably look on Amazon and see if I could just get, non-printed. But I'd still have to buy it. I mean, it's perfect since I just toss it, that it doesn't cost me anything. I wonder about that. Oh yeah, you guys are brilliant. All right, I better take this one out or it's going to be so soggy I can't get it out. The one thing I do love about working these big tanks like this is they have a drain. And so I just get the bottle and the funnel under it and it drains really quickly versus the hat bin that I have to scoop it out of. All right. I saw just a little bit of red there. Yeah, there it is. I got it. Okay. Boy, this tank was just the right size for that towel. I think I got these at, I think it's called Craft Warehouse. I think we have one of those here. I think that's where I got these. You know, I go into any store and I just get so distracted. I forget what I'm going for because I'll start going, oh, I wonder if I can marble that. I wonder if that would work. I'm just like the worst. And then forget what I actually went in for. Okay. So teal and black. I think I'll see if I can, there's not much of this light teal left. We'll use it. And I need the white. And a paper towel. My oldest daughter bought me 2 marbling books. It's so fun because they both obviously are very inspiring, but the one is very traditional, like I do, and one is very modern, and they have some stuff on there. It's done a little bit differently than this, but they have some stuff on there that I can't wait to try. Oops, I should have done the black first. I kind of forgot. Let's see, I guess I better shake it. It was so fun. I read page 1 on the traditional one, and the lady was saying, you know, this is utterly frustrating and so much fun. And she goes, this is the way I do it. This is not the only way, and it's not necessarily the quote-unquote right way, but it's the way she does it, and it works for her. And I thought, oh, I know exactly what she's saying. Oh. Okay, I think we're going to comb this one. Do I have enough paint? That is the question. We're going to go with it. Do you remember the hat that I did with the butterfly on it? With the silly looking butterfly. I guess I should quantify that with the silly looking butterfly on it. With the skinny wings. I had an idea the other day to marble some. I want to marble it with the stone pattern and cover the entire brim, and then bling up around the edge where the hat meets the brim meets the hat. Thank you, Ramona. My brother, who can actually draw butterflies, he said, yeah, you need some work. Yeah, I know. All right, there we go with that part. Well, that's just fun. And I'm going to leave it just like that. I'm not going to swirl through it. It was just the goofiest. It's still the goofiest looking thing. I have it sitting in the other room. I've been trying to decide exactly how I bought some beads because I was going to bead the brim. And then I thought, wouldn't it be fun? I mean, I could still bead the brim with just solid black. But wouldn't it be fun to put some fabric on the bill, the whole bill, instead of just partial like I've been doing? Because the rest of it just has, you know, the butterfly, if I ever get good at stuff like that. Then I could do more of it. Okay, there we go. That's dry. All right, let me get my assistant. Okay, dear. Oh, this is so pretty. I'm going to be excited if this turns out. want this time? This side this time? Okay. You can shove that bucket under more if you need to. It's funny because this one seems like it wants to take the paint a lot quicker than the other one did. You know, and I wonder what the difference is. Thank you, dear. I'm just going to do this hem where I can. Ooh, this paint smells bad. Get my head out of the way. Again, there's nothing over there, but there is up here. Okay, we're about ready to pull it out. Oh my gosh, is the black going to run? Or is it going to behave? That is the question. Oh, I'm nervous. Oh, I'll post a picture of it, Tammy. It's a goofy looking thing. There it is. Look at that. That is fun. So let me pull it out and I'll find my rinse bucket here. And the black doesn't even look like it's running right now. So I will do these towels just like I do everything else. I will hang them, I'll rinse them, hang them to dry, press them. That heat setting is what melts the acrylic into the fibers. And then they'll be ready to use. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't believe it. I want to go buy, you know, stacks of them now, just stacks. Okay. So I'm going to bring you back up, or I'm going to try to anyway. Hi. I will. I'll do it tomorrow once they're dry. See if that's going to stay. There we go. I know, I can't wait either. I can't wait to see how everything came out. I will probably wash the coasters yet again. And can you see it? It's gradually going like this. I've got to figure out what's wrong with that. But that's all I have for tonight, guys. I so appreciate you being here with me. It's so much fun to visit with you while I work and get your comments and your thoughts on colors and patterns. And but yeah, I think we'll look at that hat and I'll see if I can, I just got water running down my leg. I'll see if I can figure out what colors I use. I think I know. And then we'll do a piece that has the stone pattern on it and for the bill, for the brim. And we'll see how that looks. So have a wonderful, wonderful week. If I have time after I get set up, I will go live on Saturday. I don't know, I'm out of practice, so I don't get set up very quickly, but I will try. So have a wonderful week. I hope to see you next Monday for Monday Marbling. And just remember, if you see someone without a smile, give them one of yours. It doesn't cost you anything, and it might just make their day. So take care, everyone. Thank you for being here, and I love you all. Bye.